Welcome to another edition of the RDFNL TV show. I'm here at Rockbank and Ian Cowie Reserve. I'm here with we've got a mate of mine and one of the senior coaches here at Rockbank, Leighroy Sporle. Thanks for joining us, mate.
How are you, Yeendy?
Very well, mate. How are you?
Living the dream, living the dream.
Living the dream, mate. You've come back again for more punishment.
Yeah, I have. Look, last time when I left in 2003, it was quite sad in that, I got relocated for work, so it's good to come back and coach again. Looking forward to it.
Now, you come back and coaching wasn't the ideal circumstances. You've had to sort of come in midway through pre-season. Obviously, you got your good mate Lee McInerney with you as well.
Yep.
Is it a challenge to come at this time of year as opposed to not getting the full pre-season with them?
Yeah, I think it certainly is a challenge in the fact that we would have liked the extra couple of months to work on our own game styles or plans that we've got. But any time's a good time, as I said. Love the coaching, so looking forward to it. February was a bit late, but it is what it is.
Now, you may or may not play this year. How are you sort of feeling about that?
No, I think Lee Grubb, you won't let me play, so I've already been told. Yeah, 37 now, I'm done, mate. I might try and fill in a couple of games for the twos, I think. Jeez,
mate, I've just turned 30 and I'm staring down the barrel, so 37's the pinnacle. My footy career is gone. No hope. Now, the club had a tough year last year.
Yeah.
Now, there's we have to be honest about that. The results probably weren't overly flattering. Your brother had the helm. Was there a few positives that he sort of took away from last year that you could sort of assist this year?
Yeah, look, I think from talking to Gav, in a lot of the games last year, and the ones that I come and watched, obviously I was in Queensland, so I grabbed 3 or 4 games myself, so to be able to see that, I think, the guys would play probably 3 quarters of footy where they were probably really competitive. It was just that one quarter, all those lapses of concentration where they would get, blown out of the water, so to speak, where the opposition would put the goals on. So I think from that point of view, hopefully with the recruits that we've got and, some of the help from having Lee and some of the other coaches that we've got on board, that we can, improve it even further.
Magnificent. Well, tell us a little bit about the footy relationship you and Lee Grubb have together.
Yep.
That can sort of make this partnership work to make the club a bit more successful.
Yeah, I think so. Lee and I were playing at Sunbury Kangaroos umpteenth years ago, many moons ago, and the club was struggling at the time. And I think to see through that transition, the club really was quite successful, and a lot of people who were still involved in the league helped out through that. So I think that relationship at that time, we lived and breathed footy. We worked together. I think being such close mates, we talked about the combined coaches, and I think once for us we've sat down and nutted out how it's going to work. But I think with a club like Rockbank, 2 hands on deck's probably better than one in that you've got twice the amount of people that can help out. So that's how we're looking at it. So it'll work. It'll be fine.
And you guys, you both bring something to the table that's different but complement each other well.
Yeah, Grubby was an on-ball. I used to, not going for the hard balls like us tall blokes and stuff back in the day. But no, I think from that point, the help and support that he'll provide for our midfield will be invaluable. I mean, the people around the league will know, what kind of a player that he was, and he's from that mentoring role, he does a fantastic job. So from that point, it's pleasing. He'll certainly be looking at our midfielders, and then from the forwards and backs, we'll go from there and try to tie it all together.
Now let's talk last weekend. The club has to learn to win, and it did have a few wins on through the reserves and the seniors. How significant is that for the club this year to go, okay, fresh start, new year, new coaches, we've got a W on the board. It may be practice match, but it's something.
Yeah, I think the beauty of it was a lot of the boys who, and that's the thing, wasn't around the club a lot last year. They might have taken it for granted, in that it was a practice match. I guess for me after the game it was that it was a practice match, but to see how wrapped the boys were was really pleasing. And that's the thing, it's footy, isn't it? Yeah. So the guys were so pumped to get the win, and it was from a coaching point of view, it was pleasing that after half time they come in and we're starting to do some of the things that we've been talking about and implemented the game styles and practice that we've been doing. So yeah, look, first hit out, it was a practice match, but it was definitely pleasing.
Now let's talk about some of the guys you brought into the club. The Baumgartners one of them has returned home, the other one has come through as well. We've got Mitch and Jordan,
Yep.
2 different sort of players.
Yep.
Mitch is an absolute standout in the ruck, and a good asset to have in that position.
I think both of those boys, the pleasing thing is just how keen they are. They really just want to get on board. They understand where the club's at. Obviously Mitch was here last time and he really enjoyed it and wants to get back, to the club because he loved the characters that were there. So he knows what it's about. So the fact that they're here, they're willing to support the club and, you know, train really hard and do all the right things are a great asset for the club.
Who are some of the other guys that are coming into the club that, for this season 2017?
It's a secret, we're not telling anyone, mate. Might be watching.
Off camera we'll discuss that.
No, look, we've picked up a few more recruits, but, you know, which is obviously welcome. With the year that Rockbank had last year, we've got a few recruits, but we just want to make sure that, you know, we reward the guys that were there last year. I think they had a really good core, and, you know, with the pickups that we've got, we'll be able to, you know, improve even more.
What is one area, if you had to pick, that you think needs improving on?
Improving. It's an interesting question. I think for mine, the off-field at the club is great. The people here are fantastic. So I think it is just about that, you know, getting on the track and from a footy sense, just, you know, improving every single day in what we do. Because if you've got good people at the club, the football will come hand in hand. So all that will follow. So, you know, from our point of view, it's about training hard and, you know, taking each game as it comes and learning and improving, get some more wins on the board.
Magnificent, mate. Well, thanks so much for joining us on the RDFL Footy Show for this week, and hopefully we'll catch up with you as the year progresses and as the club starts to thrive, especially with so much development coming up your way as well. You might be able to pick up a few handy recruits in the near future.
Good on you, Yeendy. Cheers, mate.